Hello guys, welcome to today's day 7 officially of our AI summer bootcamp. And we are generating AI videos. Today I'm going to introduce you to platforms you can use to generate videos for free. But we are focusing on faceless content and UGC and affiliate marketing. These are the three main models we are focusing on throughout this week. So if you are under any of these models or you want to start a faceless content with the channel, you want to do UGCs for your clients or affiliate marketing, then you are going to benefit from all the courses we have for this week. But for today, we are going on AI video generation. Like I said yesterday, most of us have already had prior experience to video and image generation. And yesterday, we were able to generate images that are licensed for commercial use and also images that are premium and we can use for our businesses for promotion and brands. But today, we are going for videos. I'm going to introduce you to the top platforms that we can use to generate videos. Also, the newest model in town, which is the seedance 2.5. We are going to use these models for free to generate our videos. If you didn't know, seedance 2.5 can generate videos up to 30 seconds, which was a very big limitation for the previous version of seedance, which was seedance 2.0. The highest seconds you could generate was up to 15 seconds. So, but now we can actually generate videos up to 30 seconds. I'm going to introduce you scene by scene, give you examples of YouTube channels where you can copy exactly how they used to generate their videos, copy exactly their format they use for all the videos that have gone viral in that channel, and do it for your own channel. So let's proceed. So today's mission is number one, we are going to generate AI video clips, which you already know, and we are going to write effective video prompts. We are also going to learn about control camera movements. These are the core things we are going to do today. Camera movement control. We are also going to learn maintaining visual consistency, which is or has always been a problem about AI filmmaking. Also, we are going to edit clips into 30 to 60 seconds videos. We are going to create content for faceless, UGC, and affiliate marketing. That is what we are going to do today. And number one rule, if you're watching this particular video, is we are not just learning here, we are going to create immediately. So whatever you learn here, the biggest problem with creators and people generally is when you learn things like this, you don't put it into practice. The idea and the knowledge dies with you. The motivation dies immediately if you don't use it to do something. So we are going to learn and we are going to create at the same time. So let's dive into it. One thing we struggle with again is prompting, because the area here that has to do with where the computer interprets the meaning of your sentences. If your sentences are not clear enough, if they are ambiguous, the computer can misinterpret what you mean, and then the output will not be as you imagined it or envisioned it. So prompting like this particular prompt here, a man walking through Cotonou, we know how big this city is, we know how big Cotonou is, and different AI models can interpret this particular statement in different ways. Walking through Cotonou, a particular AI model like Grok might put the man in Akpakpa. Another AI model like Cohen might put the man in another place in Kukoji or wherever the AI interprets the environment as. So it's very, very important to state the environment in which you want the character to be in. Now I'm going to introduce you to the pipeline we are using here. You can see this visual storyboard of a man sleeping or trying to wake up, and then the next scene here, the next particular picture here is wearing a suit, not in his tie, and he has worn his suit. Obviously, you can see here a car, maybe a friend drives by to his house. He greets his friend, and then the friend walks away. You can see the camera showing the back of the friend. You can see the conversation they were having, or maybe he's staring at the mirror, and then he smiles. So this is a visual storyboard, and this is a kind of workflow we are going to use to generate our videos. Not all of them are going to follow this exact sequence, but most of the videos that are going to be animated will follow this sequence. Now I'm going to show you examples of YouTube channels you are going to use in order to photocopy or to duplicate those videos that they have created. Not exactly the videos, but you're just going to take the concept and the models they use to generate those videos. So there are some videos on YouTube that have gone viral using this exact same storyboard format. And we're also going to adopt that format for some videos. The idea here is to break your videos into visual scenes. So if you can break that idea, break that video concept you have into visual scenes, it will be very easy for you to prompt the computer to generate each scene one by one. And then we assemble those scenes inside of a premium or even a simple free platform that you use for video editing like CapCut. Me personally, I use DaVinci Resolve to edit all my footages. So you can bring everything, assemble them into CapCut or any particular video editor that you use or you are familiar with. I go with the pro because I have experience in video editing. Now, if you don't have experience in video editing, you can go ahead and use CapCut. Or if you do have experience in video editing, you can go ahead and use DaVinci Resolve or any other premium like Adobe Pro, Premiere Pro, or any other video editors that you know that you can be able to navigate around. Then the next one here is camera movement. This is extremely important if you are generating a cinematic movie or a cinematic film where you have a lot of actions, fighting scenes or something like that. So you need to learn these different camera angles or different camera movements so that the cameras can be able to catch different parts of the actions. Okay, so in number one here we have is called pan. This is a horizontal movement. So we have a movement from left to right or right to left of the camera. This catches some angles, different angles of the face or the body of the particular subject or even the environment. Then the next one is this is a vertical movement of the camera from up to down or down to up. So this also catches some angles of the subject or the environment you are trying to portray. The next one here is dolly. So this is a toward movement or away from the subject. The camera moving closing up towards the subject or moving away from the subject. You use dolly as the movement, camera movement, or specify dolly as the camera movement in your prompt. Then the next one here is tracking, follows a moving subject. You see, like I said, these are mostly for cinematic scenes. But again, even if they are not cinematic, you may want to use one or two of these particular camera movements in order to add more details to your prompt. Because tracking here, for example, a character running at a very fast pace. Now you want the camera to follow the character without having to like shake. So this tracking allows the AI to be able to know or understand that the camera should follow closely with the character that is running or moving at a very fast pace. So you specify that you want the AI to track the character while it is moving. Now, the next one here we have orbit. Orbit means moving around the subject. So you want the camera to move around that particular subject that you want to capture the visuals. So you want the camera to move around the subject while capturing 360 angles of that particular subject. This again is used mostly for cinematic scenes. The pushing slowly moves towards the subject. So the camera angle or the camera itself moves closely and zooms in towards the subject of act. So the first platform I'm introducing you guys to here is Google Vids. I'm going to show you at least 5 to 6 platforms you're going to use to generate this particular story style or AI filmmaking that we are doing here. I'm going to show you six or 5 or 6. Number one here is this Google Vids. And it's actually very easy to use. You can choose maybe any kind of aspect ratio, whether it's landscape, portrait, or square. And then I will use Google View 3 and click on continue or get started. So once you click on get started, you'll be landed on this interface. On the left here is your canvas where your generated videos will appear, and here is where you can actually do your prompts. I like this particular Google Feeds because it gives you ability to create scene by scene. Down here you can see where you can create scene. Each one is by default 5 seconds, which you can actually increase or reduce. You can see I can increase the scene 5, 10 seconds, but by default is on 5 seconds. You can generate more than that. Now, if I want to add more scene, I just click this plus icon. It adds more scene to my already existing one. Then in this scene here, I can actually prompt whatever I do here. It appears on this canvas, and this becomes automatically my scene one. Then I can build environments. I can build avatars. You can see here, I can build an avatar here and see one avatar. I can build it, or I can also create a voiceover. But voiceover, I will talk more about this voiceover or AI voiceover tomorrow. The main video for filmmaking is coming out tomorrow. But today, I just want to introduce the different platforms you can use to generate these videos, which is what we did today and on the 7th of our AI Summer Bootcamp. This number one here, Google Meet, is actually very good. But the main will I say limitation of using Google Vid is that it provides only one particular AI model, which is this 70p, this VO3, and on 720p resolution. So that is what it actually offers us to use to create for free. This other one here needs upgrading before you can use Omni Flash. So basically, VO3 is the only thing that we have available here in order to generate video. All right, guys, the second platform we have here is Google's own Flow. So Flow allows us to create some videos, but we have limitations every single day because it gives us 100 credits. And when you burn out that 100 credits, you cannot create any more videos for that day. But immediately we have 12 o'clock or 11:59, your credits will be refreshed. Then you can go ahead and create new videos. The limitation of this particular one is that we cannot create much videos as we go on. But I do like the platform because it gives you ability to create characters and scenes inside of the same platform. Because one convenience about Google Flow is the ability of it to have different, or will I say multiple sections. We have sections for characters, sections for scenes, and other tools. But for other platforms, you may need to generate characters elsewhere and then import the images inside of the platform as a reference image. So, but this one has everything in one. So by this left hand side here, you can see where we can write our prompt, and anything we write here will be displayed on this canvas. So now let's go ahead to the character section so you can see different characters we can actually pick from. But you can generate your characters yourself. One good thing about Google Flow, I will always give you the pros and cons. One good thing about Google Flow is that all your image generations are spending zero credits. So out of the 100 credits you receive every single day, you are spending zero credits for your image generation. The only time it consumes a credit is when you are generating a video. So that means if your faceless YouTube content video is going to be on static images, not animated ones. So if you are doing static images and a voiceover, then you can use Google Flow to create up to 100 images, 50 images, or even more than that for your videos. And then you go ahead and use DaVinci Resolve or CapCut or Filmora, whatever editing tool you have, to join those videos together. I will show you YouTube channels that are using this same format I'm talking about to print and also to get viral videos. One of the most talked about platforms is Dollar.com. And most of us don't know that Dollar.com now supports seedance 2.5, the latest model for video generation. You can see it right. If I click on create a video and I go ahead and say model, you can see the seedance 2.5 by Dreamina. So this seedance 2.5 is the latest model for creating or generating videos. And the seedance 2.5 has the ability to generate scenes up to 30 seconds, like I told you guys, which was one of the biggest limitations for seedance 2.0. So if I select seedance 2.5 here, unfortunately, Dollar itself does not allow us to generate videos longer than 10 seconds, but it's still a good thing because we can generate realistic or photorealistic scenes, fighting scenes, whatever kind of video you are looking to generate. And we have customization of our aspect ratio anyhow we want to do it in terms of aspect ratio. So I do like dollar.ai or dollar.com, sorry, because it gives us ability to create 3 videos at a time in a day. So when you create 3 videos, you have burnt out your credit for that day or for that account. So for most of us that have other ways to go around it, I will still show you other ways to go around it if you want to create multiple videos with your dollar.ai. So let me just go ahead and show you one little trick we use for this particular dollar.ai. You can see this account I have here. If I do not, maybe I bought out the credit for this account, I can use this particular website. I can use this particular website to generate, you can see what is generating here. I don't want to mention the name. So when you generate this, you can copy this and go back to your dollar.ai or dollar.com and then log in again with the new thing you generated. Then you have a new account whereby you can generate your videos for free. You can do this multiple times depending on how many videos you are trying to generate using seedance 2.5. This is one of the most easiest ways to generate these images. Again, I will go back again and show you the website where we generate this, and you can use this because they will send you whenever you want to create an account. Obviously, you'll be sent a code in order to validate the account. So you can use this inside of here to have as many accounts as you like in order to generate your videos. So the next one I want to show you guys here is CapCut's own credit system, because CapCut allows you to be able to generate videos up to 30 seconds using seedance 2.5. Most of us didn't even know this. This is 100 credits on CapCut, and I'm absolutely using the free version of CapCut. But they gave me 100 credits, and you too can actually have this 100 credits to generate your videos or your films. So here, using seedance 2.5, I can go in, type in my idea, and it will generate these things for me. So here is a video that I have generated with CapCut. You can see this video here I generated for a commercial company. Voila, you can see this is another video. I asked it to extend this video to 10 seconds. The earlier video it did for was 5 seconds, and then I just asked CapCut to extend the video basically to 10 seconds. And based on what I've seen here, these two videos I've generated, it has not actually used any of the credits or any of the 100 credits it gave me for today. So I don't know why it has not consumed any of the credits, but this is just one of the things I found out lately, and I wanted to share that with you, that you can also generate your videos inside of CapCut. But I'm not sure this actually works on CapCut application based on mobile app. So you might likely see this inside of CapCut's own website. So guys, the next website I want to show you here is Gemini Notebook LM. This particular website is very good, and maybe is something that you have been looking for, because in this website I was able to generate videos up to 10 minutes. Yes, it automatically generates videos up to 10 minutes, and you don't even have to do any work. What I just did is that I imported the entire stories, the entire scenes into this particular notebook LM, and it automatically generated video for me for that particular story I gave it. And but one limitation I will always tell you, like I said, pros and cons. One limitation of notebook LM is it does not animate the images. What it only does is use static images, join them together, and add a voiceover. But that voiceover has to sync with whatever the image is doing or the action the image is doing at that particular moment. So that whole limitation of notebook LM, it doesn't animate it, it doesn't turn it into animation. So but what it does is join static images together and then add voiceover to them, and then they play on like a video. So each image lasts about 3.5 seconds, 3 to 3.5 seconds at the frame, and then they switch to another image. So it kind of adds that visual appeal to the video. So if you are looking at doing something like this, you can generate videos up to 9 minutes. Some of the videos are we generated here. Let me just go ahead and show you. So guys, here I generated videos up to 7 minutes. This one I generated video up to 9 minutes. This one 1 minute, and all these were done on the same day. Right, so it generated all these things the same day. I've not even hit my limit yet, so I don't know how many videos I generate before I hit my limit. But these three videos were all generated on the same day. So Notebook LM is one of the AI models you can use, or AI systems you can use to generate your videos. All right, guys, the next one I want to introduce you here is the TikTok Symphony. Yes, some of us don't know that TikTok has a built-in studio that allows you to generate multiple videos and multiple images for free. Absolutely for free. But the one downside of it is that it does not provide these top models that we are using. It provides TikTok's own model, which is the Video 1.5 Pro. That is the only model you use for generating videos. That's one limitation it does. Another limitation that it has is that you can only generate videos of aspect ratio 9 to 16. These vertical aspect ratio videos, that is the only kind of video you can generate. So it doesn't generate anything of a maybe 21 by 9 or 16 by 9 aspect ratio. But one upside of it is that when it comes to image generation, all image generations are using free credits. Yes, you can see the amount of credits I have currently I have in my account. I have 1988 credits. That's because I generated this one video. But all the images that I've generated so far, they did not consume any credit. You can see here we have 0 credits required. So, but the models we have here in order to generate images are just two. We have Nano Banana and Flux Context. These are the two models we have for generating images. So you can generate as many images as you want, and then compile them together in a video editor and add a voiceover to your images. So guys, the next platform I want to introduce you to is Pixverse. Pixverse, whenever you sign up, you get at least 100 credits in your account. And every single day, you'll be getting 60 credits to generate your videos. And so you understand, we have here, we can prompt our videos. We can also add a reference image. But I do like Pixverse because it gives you a lot of options to generate images and videos. In terms of video, we have image to text, we have reference, we have templates, we have transition kind of video, you have modify. I like this transition kind of video, especially if you want to take a character from scene one to scene two, or you want character to do from something from A to B, right? So this transition video is actually good. This reference as well, I do like it. This transition again, if I want to ask a character to speak to another character, or I want to give AI two different characters and I want them to interact with each other, right? Or maybe somebody should hand another person a book. So I can provide the reference image of these two separate characters, or maybe this character and an object, and then I ask the AI to join these two things together and make it or animate it, right? So I do like Pixverse because it gives you multiple options for your. It also gives you motion control, right? And here you can be able to select the resolution that you like, whether it's 360 and 540. So these are the two resolutions that are free. Anything higher than that is paid for. So here, if you maybe go to video, you can see we have other versions. We even have Pixel verse 6. Yes, this particular one is actually very good. We have the C1 model, and seedance 2.5 is also available on Pixel, but we are not paying anything. So we're not going to use seedance 2.5 because we don't want to pay anything. We want to use only our free credits. And that's what mentioning this Pixel because not just the credit, guys. The reason why I'm attracted to Pixel is because this and also work on Pixverse. So if I burn out this credit on Pixverse, I can use this, to do the exact thing we did for Dollar AI, and it's also going to work for multiple scenes and all the rest. So I can also select in Pixverse. I can select up to 15 seconds, guys. 15 seconds. So, but if I select in 15 seconds, you can see the amount of credits that is going to consume, right? So you have to be very careful and also maybe limit your seconds to like maybe 10 seconds, so that, or let's say 8 seconds. Yes, 8 seconds is about 60 credits when you generate 8 seconds. But one thing I like about it is that it rarely makes mistakes. So one generation is enough if you prompt very well. You can get the exact thing you want in just one generation without having to come back and iterate through your videos. Okay, guys, the last one here is Arena. Why wouldn't I mention Arena.ai? So here we have video generation. Here, just click the video generation. Leave it on battle mode, guys. If you are creating a video or generating a video, you always have to leave it on battle mode, and then you can see the video option here. You can see if I switch to agent mode, the video generation option will disappear. So always keep it on battle mode if you are generating a video. If you are generating a text or an image, you can change the mode you want. But generally here we are generating a video, so let us go ahead and leave it on battle mode. So here it will automatically select the best model based on your prompt, whether it's Minimax, View, Seedance, whatever. It will select the best model that is suited for the prompt that you put in. So when you put in a prompt, it will just select the model and generate the video for you. So recently it has actually gotten better. Arena.ai, as of 2 months ago, I didn't like the fact that after generating a video, it adds Arena.ai logo and the particular short animation of Arena.ai's logo at the end of your video. It attaches it at the end of your video, and I didn't like it. So, but now I think the developers of this Arena.ai have removed that. So your videos of 10 seconds lasts stays for 10 seconds instead of it generating for 5 seconds, and then the other 5 seconds is just the logo being animated, the logo of Arena.ai being animated inside of your own 10 seconds you asked the video to be generated of. So I think the developers have listened to the community and they have finally removed that particular glitch, because I don't like it. I'm sure so many users as well do not like the fact that Arena.ai is always at the end of the videos. So they've gone ahead and removed it. So here now I want to point out something, that if you are prompting using this particular canvas here or this particular place here, you should be very aware of these 2500 words. Right, so your prompt should not exceed these 2500 words, otherwise it will bring back error for your prompt. So make sure that your prompt do not exceed this. So whenever you are generating your prompt, whether you're using ChatGPT or Claude to generate the prompt for your videos, make sure you state in the prompt that it should not be more than 2,500 words if you are using Arena.ai to generate the videos, so that when you come back here and paste your prompt, it doesn't give you errors. So guys, I promise to show you channels that you can use to reference when you are making your videos. There are different channels in this faceless content that what they only do is to use static images, animate them into, not really animate them, use static images, add a voiceover, and then they post it online. Let me just show you an example of one channel, one very popular channel that does this exact thing. The channel name is Zen, and this is the channel, guys. It has over 167,000 subscribers with only 30 videos. 167k subscribers is actually mental, with only 30 videos it has posted so far. And I'm going to show you the exact format it uses to generate these viral clips or viral videos. It says here it's making about $3,000 monthly. I think this quota should actually be higher. So here's the video that I'm going to play for you so that you can maybe just listen to the video.
The sunset, the world went dark. You couldn't even see your own hand in front of your face. But modern humans almost never experience this. For over 300,000 years, every single one of your ancestors spent roughly half their life in near total darkness. They didn't even have candles for most of that time, just the black sky, the stars, and whatever fire they could keep alive. So what did they actually do for all those hours? The answer changes everything we think we know about sleep, storytelling, and what it means to be human. Let's start with fire, because fire is the reason any of this was possible. The earliest solid evidence of humans controlling fire comes from Wonderwork Cave in South Africa, roughly 1 million years ago. But fire didn't just keep people.
So guys, I'm not going to play the whole video, but I just wanted to show you how these images are changing consistently. And if you look at the workflow, maybe tomorrow I'm going to show you the exact workflow you're going to use to generate this type of content or this type of video. And just so you can see, this video was posted about 4 months ago. It has hit almost 8 million views. You can see 7.8 million views there, and it's massive. This other video is it's posted in the same exact format using static images and then shifted them from one frame to the other. Again, this is it. Why hasn't anyone raised the Titanic? Why would you know? Would you know if you were stupid? This is a question. If nobody held you as a baby, how would you be writing? You can see this one. What if nobody held you as a baby? Again, still the same title, almost the same thing. Why don't animals have wheels? When do you peak in life? Why do mosquitoes always bite you? You can see these are very, very interesting titles. These are good videos, and they use the exact same format to tell these stories. Just static images, and then the interaction has to do with the voice, and then the frame moving from one frame to another, pictures moving from one frame to another. So I'm going to show you another channel here that does, something maybe not similar, but something that we are going to do tomorrow. Let me just show you the example of the channel. So guys, this is another video I want to show you. This is a Vox style history channel. Basically using this kind of Vox style to create stories about history of maybe a person, a biography of a person, or history of a country, history of anything, right? Or just a documentary style video, but using this Vox style video generation. So let me just go ahead and play it so you can listen to this.
One name was in the news repeatedly, the Tata Group. But its story didn't start today. It began back in 1868, when Jamsetji Tata laid the foundation of a small trading company. Perhaps at that time, no one thought that this beginning would become one of India's largest and most trusted business groups. In the early years, Tata didn't just do business, but envisioned India's industrial future. Investments in sectors like steel plants, hydropower, and higher education gave birth to new thinking in that era. What happened after that changed the industrial direction of the entire country. Over time, the Tata Group expanded its presence into many sectors like automobiles, IT, hotels, chemicals, consumer products, and aviation. Companies like Tata Motors, Tata Steel, Tata Consultancy Services, TCS, Titan, and Indian hotels are part of this group.
So guys, this is obviously one of the videos that are going viral, right? One of the video styles that are going viral. And if you want to create this kind of videos, you will not want to miss tomorrow, because tomorrow I will show you exactly how these kind of videos are made, how you can create it using your phone or your laptop, so that you can be able to make or create content online. So guys, this wraps it up for today. We are done for today's day 7 lecture, but you must not miss tomorrow, because tomorrow I'll be showing you the exact step by step and the exact workflow, how to create those videos you saw on those channels using free tools. Yes, we are using free tools from beginning to the end. So tomorrow we'll get into that. See you next time. Bye bye.